People's
Another
main event.
big one, yeah. Love him. They love him, don't they?
They do.
They love him. Look, surely the smart money is Makhachev.
Of course it is.
That,
Absolutely it is.
a couple of little counterpoints. Islam hasn't fought anywhere near who Dan Hooker's fought. Dan Hooker's got no, he's not won them all, but he's been in there with some, best of the best pretty much, hasn't he? And that's all logged. It's all in there. He's seen those pictures. He knows what elite functions like.
It doesn't mean he can stop it though.
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
It doesn't mean he can stop it.
Chandler, Poirier, Edson is not the same as Moises, Dober, Ramos. Do you know what I mean? That's not the same level. No. That Sarukian fight, we'd laughed about it before. It's just an amazing fight,
I love
isn't it? I reckon that's in my top 5 fights.
Yeah.
Like, legit, that's in the top 5 fights.
There's just so much to learn from it, isn't there?
Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah.
And, a lot of the time when you get two guys that are at that level, sometimes they sort of nullify each other because they just dampen everything down. Not a chance, was it?
Yeah.
It seemed to open everything up. And if there was a counter, they took the counter. Yeah, it was wicked. I love it. I'm all for City Kickboxing. I love what they're doing. I love the way they've gone about stuff, and Dan Hooker. But the power of the mall game, it's our current generation of technique in it.
Yeah.
And
this is Makhachev's opportunity.
It feels like the tide, isn't it? It's like the tide's coming in at some stage.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why Dan Hooker's got fights against Poirier and Chandler and, people close to the top of the division is because they're more willing to fight him than they were Makhachev.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, like nobody wants to fight Makhachev. Everyone knows how much of a nightmare fight that is.
Yeah.
And Dan Hooker is a good version of a City Kickboxing fighter, but not the elite level that we see in, is he?
Not yet, yeah.
I think he could be if he wanted to. I think he chooses not to.
Right.
Like he chooses, like when he fought Felder, like that was a blood and guts fight. It was going to be blood and guts before the fight even started.
Yeah.
Everything that was being said was like, this is going to be a war.
Yeah.
This is going to, like, that's what he's coming for. Like, he needs to be really, really smart in this one. He needs to be on his toes. He needs to be defending takedowns in the first round. And he needs to be really carefully picking what shots he uses so he's not overextended. The problem with Makhachev is that he's got good striking as well.
Yeah.
So, like you've got to kind of pick your poison. And, of course, the poison you want to pick if you're Dan Hooker is, I would much rather kickbox with him. Yeah. But you can't be guaranteed that that's what you're going to get. Like, I mean... Dan's very agile. He's got good movement strategies and movement techniques, but he's going to get closed down at some stage. And, he'll look for those knees at the middle and stuff, but is that it's high risk, high reward? Well, but you're on your back. You don't quite nail that, or you're on your back again. You're getting mauled again. You're getting drowned again. Like I think the smart thing to do, which unfortunately didn't work out very well against Chandler, is I think the best thing for him to do is to be up against the fence. And I think if he stays up against the fence, I know, of course, he's got to watch being trapped and walked onto a left hook, but at least he's got that to be driven into. Like, if he's forced to wrestle out in the open, if he's holding the center and Makhachev shooting off the fence and gets taken down out in the center, he's not getting up.
No.
He's not getting up. No. But if he's up against the fence, then he's got some time. And I think maybe not throwing the knees as Makhachev's coming in, and maybe being prepared to defend the takedown and then go into those Travis Brown elbows.
Yeah.
Like that.
We were saying the other day that they're so dangerous. Yeah. Those downward elbows. And they're not, I mean, obviously they're prominent, but not that prominent, are they? Like in not that really. Position, in a position where pretty much once a fight, someone gets in that position.
Yeah. Like fun, I've been watching some of Wei Lee's older fights in Kunlun for the War Room that I'm doing on that show. War Room I'm doing on that fight, and she uses a lot of varied directional elbows and has loads of success with them.
No, it switches people off. And you can see them you can see the tension in them trying to go for the takedown. And then one will hit, and everything just goes out of the tension goes out of the body.
Even Usman landed a good elbow against Woodley, which was one of those kind of inside smash elbows. It was from a tie clinch. He landed a few knees, and then as he was breaking, he just came across his face with it. I think that's the smart thing for Hooker to do damage, to try and cut him.
Yeah, open him up. Yeah. Open him up, yeah.
This is the other thing as well, this is 3 rounds. So Makhachev can just go. We know what he can do over 3 rounds from the Sarukian fight. I think Makhachev's gonna be too much for him.
So do I, but I like Dan Hooker. I like the fact that he's prepared to fight Makhachev, and a lot of people don't want to. He's game as fuck, and he's just like, yeah, go on then, let's do it. Bruh, let's do it. Yeah, but I think you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he wins 2/3 of his fights, Dan Hooker.
Mm.
He takes big fights and big risks, and he fights risky. And I don't think
seems like he likes the fact that it's Makhachev and he's the only one that's prepared to do it. Do you know what I mean? He's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. He likes that. He likes the fact that he's not going home to see his family. He likes the fact that he's the one that's sacrificing. You know what I mean? Like waving to his daughter through a hotel window because this is him fucking giving everything he's got. Yeah. I love that.
Warrior
I love
sacrifice.
That. Yeah. I just don't think technically he's gonna have enough to.
It's funny. Like a long time ago, we were talking about. So as sort of performance coaches and stuff, you want to set up the best possible environment where you've everyone's got everything, meals done, recovery's done, training's done, videos, everything's done. But what about the gritty bit of warrior sacrifice? How do you still get that? Like if you're the slums of Shaolin coming up, do you know what I mean? And you have to you've got nothing.
Yeah.
What does that give you?
Yeah.
Compared to you being given everything, what does that give you? It's a funny balance, isn't it?
It is. There's definitely something for, like, you know, we have the squad session on a Sunday morning, and nobody wants to be there at 8:00 on a Sunday morning, of course. But that's kind of part of it that we're here anyway.
6 on a Saturday. Well, was it Saturday morning?
Saturday morning, yeah.
6:30. No one wants to do that.
No,
miserable.
No, it was awful.
Yeah,
but there is something.
It was awful standing there with a whistle going, "Shh, go, shh, stop." Terrible. Who wants to do that?
You just like to look tough in front of all the rugby players.
Yeah, it's not hard.
They'd show up at 7:30 and you're yelling at these exhausted cage fighters, and they all thought you were the fucking man.
Fuck off! I did my bit. Okay. Makhachev's going to win that almost certainly.
Almost certainly.